The Toronto Raptors have outsmarted the NBA once again. Now, Masai Ujiri, I believe that's how you pronounce it, he's back at it again. He's had one season before this year with a losing record, and I don't think he's going to have more than two after this year for a good while. They just acquired 3 first-round picks, as well as RJ Barrett, Bruce Brown, and Immanuel Quickley in exchange for Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby, both of who will be needing a new contract soon, and Jordan Nora is also coming to Toronto. By the way, Scottie Barnes has turned into a top 25 player in the league. People just haven't realized it. The Raptors aren't that good this year. They're kind of middle of the pack in every single statistic. They're 16 and 25. But their new big three is all under 25 years old. And like I said, Scottie Barnes has gotten very good at basketball in his third year in Toronto. He's averaging 20 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 5.6 assists per game, while really playing the point guard spot half the time. He's the number 2 playmaker for them, but he's also shooting at 48% from the field and 37% from 3. That's the big thing there. 37% from 3 for Scottie Barnes. Look out, NBA. This man is going to be a problem before long because he's also averaging a steal and a half per game and a block and a half per game. He's elite on both sides of the ball. And like I said, his biggest improvement has been his 3-ball, where he's shooting 37% from 3 on 6 attempts. Last year, he wasn't even close to any of this. Last year, he was putting up 15 points per game, 4.5 assists. So he's averaging 5 more points, 1 more assist. He's shooting it about the same from the field, but he's shooting it 8% better from 3. He is the future of the Toronto Raptors, whether you like it or not. Yes, they've made some trades, but a 6'8", two-way star that's only 22 years old, yeah, the Raptors have heavily invested in this guy. Now, the next duo that comes to Toronto includes the Canadian Kobe Bryant. Is that what the Maple Mamba? Is that what he was coined as, I believe? Or was that Wiggins? Either way, he's one of Canada's basketball saviors. 18 points per game and 4.3 assists this year on 43% shooting from the field, 33% from 3 for New York. But once he went north of the border, he's averaging 21 points, 7.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists. I know he's only played 9 games this year, but we were all waiting for RJ to take the leap in New York. It's turned out he's just taken it in Toronto. 57% from the field, 43% from 3 on 3 attempts, or on 4 attempts. Now I know it is just 9-game sample size, but still, that is very, very encouraging. He's still 23 years old. I think he is going to be a staple of this Toronto Raptors organization for the next 10 to 15 years. I think he can be that good. He just needs to get a little bit better on the defensive side of the ball. Now, Immanuel Quickley in Toronto has put up 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. I'm liking the way this Raptors team is coming together. Hadn't quite gotten it together from the field, but 47% from 3 on 6 attempts. Again, I know it's only 9 games, but that's a pretty dang good start for Quickley in Toronto. Yeah, I'm very excited. Quickley is going to be a stud. In New York, he was putting up 15, 2.5 on 45% shooting from the field, 40% from 3. But now, this big 3, they're all under 25 years old, and they're all averaging 20 a game, except, Quickley's averaging 19. In New York, his per 36 numbers were 22.5, 4 and a steal, and that is quite similar to Jalen Brunson's numbers on the year, where he's playing in over 36 minutes a game, where he's averaging 26.5, 6.5, 4 on 47% shooting from the field, 43% from 3. So yeah, I'm loving the way this Raptors core is coming together. If you haven't already, make sure to like button and leave me a comment down below, as well as hitting that subscribe button. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Don't let that be you. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell so you don't miss out on any of our new videos. Trade season's heating up. This is the place you want to be. Now let's go ahead and get back into the video, looking at their draft capital. They had 0 first-round picks this year before this trade. Now they have a Pacers 2024 first-round pick, the worst of either Houston or Utah's first-round pick. The other 2 teams included in that trade are the Clippers and Thunder, but they won't be the worst. They have the Pacers 2026 first-round pick, and they have their own first-rounder if they are in the top 6 in the lottery. They also bring in Bruce Brown, Jordan Nora, and Kira Lewis Jr. Like I said, Masai Ujiri is cooking. They also have cap space to build around the big 3. Where is he? Oh, never mind. He's already gone. I was going to say ignore the Pascal Siakam part of that, but I cut him out of it. So RJ is the only guy making big-time money down the road. They could trade Jakob if they wanted to. Gary Trent Jr. will hit free agency, but you can go back and pause that if you want. They don't have, nearly as much money as other teams tied up. They only have $98 million on the payroll this year. Bruce Brown has a $22.5 million player option, but they very well may trade him for a first-round pick at the deadline. He's averaging 12 points per game, about 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and yeah, he's been a very solid player for the Indiana Pacers, but it was time to move on. They had a lot of young guards. They decided, all right, we're going to get these guys some minutes, and we're going to just trade Bruce Brown or Buddy Hield. They end up trading Bruce Brown. He's been solid, but this is smart on the Raptors' part because they can turn around and flip Bruce Brown for a first-round pick to a team that's trying to go all out. Maybe the Nuggets are like, hey, we need our guy back. And they go out, man, that would be raps for the league. But a big question mark for this Raptors team, can they develop their young guys? Last year, Kira Lewis Jr. shot at 45% from the field and 44% from 3 in 10 minutes per game. In his rookie year, he averaged 6.5 points per game, 2.3 rebounds, and 1.3 assists, but he was inefficient. So since his rookie year, he's gotten more efficient. He just got less playing time, and he's been injured. Per 36 numbers from his rookie year look really good. You can see right there. Now, for Jordan Nwora, his last year in Indiana, he put up 13 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game. Really solid year. That was a 25-game sample size because he got traded at the deadline, but he shot at 48% from the field, 42% from 3, on 4.5 attempts from 3 in 25 minutes per game. Solid. If they can develop one of those two guys, that just makes these trades even better. A guy that I'm disappointed in, though, is Grady Dick. 3.4 points per game, 1 assist, 1 rebound. And, he's only played 27 games, so maybe he's still settling in. But I was pretty confident that he was going to be a win-now type guy based off of his college numbers. I mean, he came into college at Kansas in the toughest conference in the NCAA and shot at 40% from 3 off rip. He's shooting at 27% from 3 right now in the NBA. Now, I know it is a deeper three-point shot, so give him some time. He'll definitely get adjusted. He's too good of a shooter not to get adjusted because he's 6'9". I'm by no means hitting the panic button. He's going to be a great rotation piece for them in the future, but disappointed rookie year. Now, looking at this squad, they just have no depth. This starting lineup is good. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Okay, you got your point guard that can also sit down and defend in Schroeder. You've got 3 really good scorers, and then you got 2 good perimeter defenders in Schroeder and Scottie Barnes. You also have your center and Jakob. It's a really good starting lineup. The depth is just where I'm concerned, especially with Gary Trent Jr. having a really bad year. Boucher could probably be on the way out in the offseason. Hopefully, like we said, Kira Lewis Jr. or Jaden McDaniels chips in. But, you got Thad Young, who's probably on the way out too, Otto Porter Jr., Jordan Nwora, really the only guy in that picture that I think will ever contribute for the Raps. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure to like button and hit that subscribe button, as well as leaving me a comment down below. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.